The day controls them, they don't control the day. You guys fired up for what? And I'm telling you right now, you're at the right place at the right time. This isn't cookies to blow your stomach or get rich quick or buy a lot, let it rot. This is an opportunity for you to be inspired, to be up in the down world, and to become the total beneficiary of everything that you do. Talk is cheap. Are you guys with me? So by quitting your job in your mind, you control your destiny. You're not paid what you're worth, you're paid what the job's worth. True or true? So let me talk to you guys about greatness, okay? Always be the first impression you know you can never make up. Be prepared and don't miss it. Don't be Haley's Comet waiting another 80, 120 years for it. See, this is the greatest opportunity in the world that has more six-figure incomers or more millionaires in any business in United States history. We IPO'd April 1st, 2010 at $15 a share, closed that night at 22. Right now we're about 247 reloading. So think about it. If your people are laughing at your dreams are not big enough, would you guys agree? Why are you here? You gotta know why you're here. That's why I came to an event, my arms across, I was skeptical, man, I got moved. Man, there was testimony, the personal story, that guy, that speaker, that dynamic. See, this environment to show you that this opportunity is bigger than you. And every human being wants to be part of something bigger than themselves. See, stop wishing was easier, wish that you were better. Stop wishing for less problems, wish for skill. Because greatness is born through adversity. When everything seems to go wrong, where's your faith? Where's your faith? Biblically, a lack of vision, you'll perish. God ain't got a confusion. You pray, and that's why you're here. So what I'm telling you right now, that if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, it's time to respond. Because what happens to you happens to everybody. It's how you respond to what happens to you that matters. It's time to open up the gift that God's given you. Are you guys fired up? Don't ever forget who you are. Don't ever forget where you come from. Don't ever be ashamed of that dynamic. Make all those dynamics that happen in your life become the negative fuel in the fire. All those things are supposed to happen to you because you recruit Victoria and I, and you overcome your fears and insecurity. We're going to have a lot of belief in that. You can look at the eyes and help us be inspired to become over our insecurities and fear. Don't hold that back. Release the brakes. There's nobody in your way but you. Primerica's thirsty for leadership. Primerica's thirsty for emerging growth. See, when we started in 1995, it was 25 to 55. Married homeowner, 25,000 income. That was called a 4 or 5 star market. We brought anybody in at 18, we were ignored. We brought anybody in at 21, it was a wrong market. Primerica today at 18, by 21, you'd be making 100 grand a year. And by being coachable, by 25, you'd make $500,000 a year. Primerica's changed, but it also has the opportunity for the 50-year-old who wants to climb the second mountain again. We got this thing bookend from A to easy back to A. So let me talk to you guys about greatness. Let me talk to you that you're great. But let's look at this. Lead from the front, confidently, not arrogantly. Okay, that's all temporary, homie. We're your dentures. Confidently, learning when things don't go right. Every time I told Mark and Sue Young, we're going to make 7 grand this month, they didn't care. But when we shared this was going on, and that was going on, and this was going on, and that was going on, and this is what we think, what do you feel? Help us. They got excited about us. It's when things don't go right, you're on track. It was that one more phone call. It was that one more pop by. It was that one more call at DM now. True or true? Right? You know, stay steadfast on your goals. Don't mistake the beginning for the end. Right? More importantly, play her. That's when you're going to have your breakthrough. It's always about playing her. But don't share when you're going through adversity. Don't tell your downline when you're going through adversity. Don't tell your side peers, definitely. You're just giving them a bullet to JFK you. They don't want you to win. They don't have a financial, oh, you're my buddy. They don't have a financialist in you. You keep rolling up, so then you're going to need to go get a tetanus shot. True or true? True. Look, business, think about this. When you focus on growth, this is Victoria and I. 1998, we were RVPs, but 1999, we went over 100 grand in income. That's with me when he's a baby. We got our $100,000 ring on PFN. That was like yesterday. Speed that up. That was #1 ranking leaders in the top. We didn't even get a green jacket and straight to pace setters. We got 10% stock, but that was on a rolling 12, so we got a negative 10%. Are you guys excited? That's 2013. Victoria and I were the only couple that make $1 million at the convention. section that year. We were number 65. Last year, Primerica had $127 million earners. That's called the Rule 72 at your service. Those are my sons, Nico and Diego. Right now, they're in the front row right here watching me speak. This is some of the bigness that we have. That's Rick Suzy, that's Victoria Knight, that's Marcus Zeb Rolls, that's the base shop. Not one of them are in Primerica anymore. Not one. We're district leaders. There's Hector and Jan, Victoria Knight, San Francisco at a trip. There's Marcus Sue Younger with us in Laguna Beach with Victoria Knight. These three people had a huge impact on Neal and Victoria Gurfein. We want to become the first one there, last to leave. We want to lead from the front. We never asked anybody to do anything we have to continue to do. Anything they told us to do, they said jump, we said ha ha, and let us know when to come down. Naive thinks you wealthy. Naive thinks you rich. If everyone's going broke this way, you need to start going this way. And we started to figure this thing out. We started taking this thing to another level. This is our first contest we ever won. That's our first month license. We wrote 10,000 of premium, which is about 30,000 today with Zoom. Understand, just because you aren't where you want doesn't mean you can't get what it takes to be there. Right? Wide, and wider. How wide are you? Are you wider than the problem? How wide are you? Are you wider than, right? Think about that. So understand that part right there, if we want to be working on wide, deep takes care of itself. Would you guys agree? You know what this is right here? This is my replacement. This is Neal and Victoria Gurfein's replacement. This is 6 months ago with RVP. Went RVP in October of 98. That's April of 98. There's still a whole section to the left. See, when you struggle about replacement, you never get a replacement. See, we're built for greatness. That's why we can look at time and Pony Eyes and say, this is what we did, this is exactly what we did, this is why I'm going to call you 3-4 times a day, tell you amazing, incredible. You come to Blood Report when you're ready. You can look at Eric Davis and Amber Davis and tell them this is exactly what we did, we were full time, we take it to another level, we explode this thing, trust me on this, we got the description for your diagnosis. You can burn the bridge. You can look at Juan Murder Guerrero and say this is exactly what we did, this is where we're back. They have the greatest hierarchy in the making of Primerica right now. Trust me on that one. That Murder Guerrero's QBI is 78%, she's never got one exception. That whole hierarchy of an average age of 28 and a QBI is 75%. But when you leave from the front and raise the bar on all the different levels, great things happen. This is 1997, we're regional leaders. Look at those are all our directs in St. Louis at a convention. In 1997, I told Victoria, we can get all those people to fly to St. Louis in December at 10 degrees below weather. We're going to be big. We're the first regional leaders in that picture right there to the right of it. Victoria and I, first regional leaders made 50 grand in income in 1997 in Hector's hierarchy. Straight up, got a presidential watch, I don't even know where it's at anymore. Number one districts at the Youngers hierarchy, or event in Burbank, we're there. That's Victoria and I and our little team. And there's me and Nico right there. Victoria's laying on my chest with a couch my mom gave me from the 80s. We were exhausted, making like 25 to 35 personal conversations daily, prospecting every day, writing 2-3 sales every day, killing this thing, 90 to 130 people coming to meetings, right back at our platform, back in our day. Now that baton's been handed, just like in the NBA, you gotta know about it, like making $200 million a year, won't win a championship. They're not Magic Johnson, only made $60 million his whole career. But because of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, CBS got popular, NBC got popular with Jordan and ABC. There's been leaders before you that have paid big prices for you to run downhill. Right? Look at Hector Lamar. Neal, I know you work hard, but you're duplicating. Those words grew on me like you wouldn't believe. My internal section went through the roof. Career cash on BCK 93, my original code, is $26 million. Our purchase code, which is Mark Lizette Rolls, you can see riding from the front, being at one quick with explosion. The really 12 was about 80 to 100 grand. Vicky and I joined and exploded. We kept them on base shop in the company. They went to $1 million in income, and I knew we could do it. There's another $26 million. That one question changed our lives. Right? Here's some of the dreams that we have today. There's Victoria and I, there's Nico. There's my son Diego hitting back practice all by himself in Dodger Stadium. I throw the first pitch out last year on Shohei bobblehead night. Right here we are, these are our seats, front row, anywhere we want from third to first base behind the plate. At the World Series games. Like, this is how we live. This is what we do. I gotta speed this up. There's a Wanamurna Grove, Victoria and I, right? Eric and Amber Davis and Wanamurna, right? You can see us talking in terms and partnership work right here. They're going to first pitch. Look at that. They're woo! Right? 42,000 people, no pressure. It was like off night. You guys excited or what? Right? Some friends of ours, right? We have big impact on in Primerica. Here we are right here. That yacht, Vicki and I live on that yacht once a month, every year. That's what we do now. Right? We go to France, we go to Italy. This is what we do. That's why you want to come out of a big base shot, because when you come out of a big base shot, you know always how to have a big base shot. But you got to do things correctly. You can't have any holes in your canoe, and you can't be a Gloucester champion. You got to be part of something special. You got to be the reason. So you look in my eyes, you're going to see sand. I'll play Christopher Columbus. I'll believe in you more than you believe in yourself. You guys fired up away. I want to say a shout out real quick to the Dream Team hierarchy. I want to say a shout out to our wound up crew out there. We're fired up about. Super excited about everybody in here. And more importantly, great things real quick. Very proud of all the leadership. Very proud of everything that's happening right now. Definitely see at the top, the bottom.